If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change.
That's nice, huh?
Yeah. At some point, I should probably know the words by now, but I don't.
You can look them up.
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
yeah. Hello. If anybody's watching, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
We hopefully you enjoyed the music if you're listening afterwards or during. That's Eli.
Yes.
That's my my nephew.
Yes. Not Manning.
No, not Manning. It is now February 17th, and we're on another stream.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this.
I'm Sarah.
I'm not Sarah,
Correct.
and I have a frog in my throat. I am Scooter.
No.
What?
You're going to cough.
No, it was just a
Okay.
little...
All right, just checking.
Goodness. No, I was getting lazy and doing these podcasts and recording them and putting them out there. So my editing went down to 0. I was just throwing them out there. We said, forget it. Let's just do it live.
Do it live.
We have cameras.
Yes.
Actually,
We didn't.
we didn't.
We purchased these.
Yeah, for a reason though. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to why. So yeah, what have we been up to?
Oh, what are we talking about? This
That
week?
blank space on your paper.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for. That's why there's nothing in it. I just thought we'd just say our names. So I did that.
Wow.
Check.
Okay.
What you want to talk about? Because I feel like then it fills up what we did and the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
So I
So-
thought we just say hi and then we move on. It's only been like episode, I don't know, 50 or something.
No.
20.
I mean, it's only 2 of the
Four.
live, but if we've done 20 some.
Right. I don't know.
So that's another thing. Just like if you're new to listening, go back, listen to some of the other stuff. We didn't do any of it. We did it live, but here,
Yeah.
not recorded.
Yes.
I don't know, whatever that means.
Yes.
Not a lot of editing.
Nah.
We just
There's
kind
no
of
need.
ramble,
Ran it on?
randied.
No.
Oh.
Anyways, let's continue.
Oh, okay. So, we have a sponsor. This one's super easy. We'll get to that. It's time to tabletop. Oh, what? Who's that? So it's a shameless plug of ourselves because
That's
we wouldn't be doing that without that.
Yes.
Reason being, I made some purchases to upgrade. If you look at our video from last week, we're upgrading a little bit, cameras and such.
Would they know?
If they watched last week and
Oh,
this
okay.
week, you could see the
Oh,
difference.
okay, never.
So make sure and check out what we're doing over at Time to Tabletop because we're going to be doing some videos. We might be doing some live stuff, but it's mostly for our seed program. What is seed, you ask?
I was going to ask, and you already said it.
Oh.
What is seed?
Oh, it's something you plant. So
What is our seed program?
social, emotional, educational development.
Ooh.
Something that we've been working on since 2017. We are using it in 5 times a week, instructional wise. So we teach social emotional learning through board games. So we're going to up our game there and start doing some online abilities to where people can, get training and start their own kind of programs. So I use that as an excuse to get some nice equipment.
Yes.
And
And
So
it
we're gonna go
works.
from there. Well, hopefully it works. I
Yeah.
mean, if people are watching, it's working. I don't know.
I mean, we could see ourselves.
Yeah, we can see ourselves. Hopefully other people can see us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Eh.
We'll figure it out as we go along.
All right.
But that was it.
Yes.
That's our sponsor.
Happy Friday, everyone.
It is Friday.
I'm glad you made it because this has been a week.
It has been a week,
A week of
but
something.
in order to start off a good weekend and to start off a good conversation, what do we do?
Oh, you want me to say it or
Go ahead. I'll put it in the
good
thing.
things? Good thing.
All right.
Oh, I thought I wooed on that one.
What's that?
I thought I wooed on that one. but I
No,
didn't.
that's the other one.
Fine.
We'll get to your woo.
Sorry.
Uh,
I almost wooed.
You can woo.
Nah,
That's what this is about.
it's too
Woo.
late. It's already passed out.
All right, go for it.
Oh, me first. I saw your good thing, so I'm not gonna steal yours. I didn't write it down, but once I saw it, I thought I can't steal that one now. Anyways, so I don't think we talked about it
Swiper,
last
stop
week.
swiping.
I know. I don't think we talked about it last week, but me and my sister's company has been growing, which is
Oh,
cool.
goodness.
And I mean, workload's been growing, so I don't know if that's just always a good bad thing. But we've been really busy. We've hired on some people. Work's working. I don't know if that's a thing, but work's working, so that's kind of nice. And the adventure's like started. We've fallen many times.
Oh, I don't think fallen.
I don't know, we fell.
Yeah, you've tripped, but not all the way. I mean, you haven't fallen. Following me would be losing a contract.
Oh no, I just meant with people. I think I've fallen with people. Does that make sense? Because now that you hire people, you're like in charge of people. And I've learned that I like people most of the time. But sometimes people get on my nerves.
Oh.
And when you own the company, it's like you have to be professional all the time. And you can't tell the person on the phone that they're being a giant, not nice person and certain words you want to say.
But you can.
No. You can't. You can't. When you're an auditor, I'm sorry, well, I'm an auditor. So when you're an independent for other people, the worst thing that could happen is like, hey, we're not going to renew your contract. When it's your business, they're like, hey, we're going to take your business. And so you can't.
Yeah.
Because people get really offended real fast.
We'll
Anyways.
get into that.
I know. Anyways, my good thing is we're busy for work.
You're employing people. You're giving
Yeah.
people work. You're
Yes.
making, you're
It's
establishing
exciting.
a community
Yeah.
of people that can work from home and make a decent living at it.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
And I must say, like, I'm really enjoying like the mentoring side of what we're doing. And like when people text and call me and ask for help, I really do enjoy that part of like taking a break from the crap that I'm doing and help them do their stuff.
Yeah.
Because it seems so much easier when it's not mine. I don't know why that is.
But it is yours.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
No.
It's not mine. Like I don't have to go into the weeds and deal with people. It's just like cursory stuff, Anyways.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My good thing, we got to go visit some good friends of ours, the Orlandos.
Yes.
So we got to see John and Valerie, and it was just like,
And Ryan.
yeah, well, sort of.
He's a teenager, so we saw him for a hug. He said hi.
Yes. But that's really nice because it's really nice to be with people that somehow make you feel like the most important person in the room,
Yes.
right? And those are the people that you should establish your circle of friends with.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're related to you, you're not related to, whatever. That should be your circle of friends. And it's okay to have that circle of friends and everybody else is an acquaintance. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about that before, but I think that was our toxic relationship one.
Yeah.
We might need to revisit that one.
Agreed.
So, yeah, the Orlandos went down there, had some fancy drinks. You had fancy drinks.
I did have fancy drinks. John made some really fancy drinks with Japanese whiskey. It was awesome.
We stayed in a hotel
Yes.
afterwards.
Yep.
And then we went and watched the Super Bowl with your family.
Yes.
Which was a blast. And then we drove back.
Yeah.
So it was like
It was a whirlwind of a weekend.
it was a little over, it was probably about 30 hours worth
Yeah.
of just going down there.
It was great.
Yeah.
I needed it.
Make sure and do that, guys. That's important.
We forgot a step.
Oh.
In our hammer space,
Oh.
we have things.
Look at we've created hammer space with the angles. If you look. Whoa. Oh. I'm
Yours
cheating.
isn't as good as mine. I have better
No.
hammer space than you.
You really do.
Ooh.
But we have
And longer arms.
we have little shots ready.
Oh, you have to salute.
Okay. Slanchava.
But we can't salute in the camera.
Okay.
Salute.
Do it on
Happy Friday.
on your side.
Here, I'll got you.
Look it. You can see it.
Cheers.
You can see look at my big fat hand.
Okay.
Over here. Look
There
at it.
you go.
Cheers.
Salud.
Slanchava. Here's some ASMR for you.
See, Ryan just asked, where's our shots? I got you, Ryan.
If you heard the swallow, there's your ASMR for the night.
You
Now
can't
we
make
got
a face when you take a shot.
Oh, well, that's
Get it together, man.
Sometimes we used to record this, and I could take a shot and make a face, and you wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, now we can
Now I
see
can't
it.
do that.
Nope.
Now I can't hide anything.
Mm-mm.
As I upgrade, who was I saying this to? Did I say this last time? I was like, yeah, it was all this time. I was doing all these Zoom meetings and we're doing live streams and those types of things. And then I talked to
Yeah.
about upgrading the camera. What should I do? As soon as I upgraded the camera, and I was like, I didn't know I had so many zits on my nose. I was like, so
Yeah, I'm not enjoying that
if
either.
you want to keep looking pretty on here, don't upgrade cameras. Just,
I know. Can you get a 72p? Is that a thing?
yeah,
I don't know.
probably. Just get a lower
1080 's
resolution.
Not worth it.
It helps.
All right.
All right.
So
So,
what's our topic today?
Oh, I don't know
There's
yet.
a button.
uh-huh.
Advise me not. I was gonna mimic it,
What?
but then I was off. Ignore me.
Oh, okay. So this is our segment. This is kind of the meat and taters.
Yeah.
Advise me not. We're gonna go over some things that we just have opinions about and maybe some experience. Doesn't mean we're right. Doesn't mean we're wrong.
Oh, I'm right.
It's just our opinions.
Just kidding. All right.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, Valerie, you missed the shot. I mean, we
Oh,
could
no.
take another one if
Well, what
You
she
feel
say? She-
bad
Hey,
and-
I didn't get a notification. I'm late. What did I miss? Hey, notifications ring. Smash that bell.
oh jeez.
Yeah, I don't want to do that crap.
You just missed the shot, Valerie. And
Yeah.
oh, you missed your whole shout out.
Oh,
though.
yeah, we
You
just-
missed-
we-
we did a whole good thing
we
about
did a
you.
whole shout out about you. So, whoops. You'll watch it again. It'll be on here.
It's okay.
Um,
We love you. That's
Yeah.
what we said.
yeah, we love seeing you guys.
All
So-
right. Freelance life.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about freelance life.
Yes.
I think we've spoken about this before a little bit, but I think this is gonna be a little bit more encompassing, like broad brushing in a sense. But we might get some specifics.
Yeah.
Because I have kind of a if your job is to be an entrepreneur, that's weird.
Right. You just want
Just
to keep
be
starting
one.
businesses.
Yeah, just be one. Like, I think anybody that starts their own business and makes it a good business, that's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But if you're an entrepreneur by trade,
Just keep starting businesses
yeah, I
and
was like,
leaving them.
that's what it feels
mean,
like.
it's a thing.
At least some of the people that I've come across,
Yeah.
they're that way. So we're going to talk about freelance life. This was her idea, so I said, "You're in charge. You're in charge."
Okay, thanks. I've been a freelancer
welcome.
now for like what 2016, I think.
Close to that.
Jeez,
I mean, we
that's a
both.
long
I think
friggin'
that
time.
was both when we both kind of started.
Yeah, and
Scary.
yeah. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I had a very good job at the state. It was the most boring thing in the entire world, but I knew how much I was making. I knew what my benefits were. I knew what my days off were. I knew I had days off because that was a thing. It was just very consistent life. You know, it was that thing. And then I decided, let's not do that anymore. Who needs consistency in life? Let's be a freelancer. And basically, that's the life of a freelancer. It's a whole life of living inconsistently and hoping for the best. And if you're good at what you do, it's less hoping for the best, but it's still a lot of that. I think one of the hardest things that I've found for being a freelancer, especially the last 3 weeks, is just getting my time together and figuring out like when do I actually want to stop working, because when it's all you just work forever and no one tells you to come take a break except for the dog, and no one tells you should probably eat lunch, or hey, maybe you should go for a walk today because you haven't seen sunshine in a week. Like, nobody tells you these things. But when you're at a real job, they're like, hey, you need to take a break. It's been this many hours. Or, hey,
Mandatory.
it's your lunchtime. You need to do this. But I think that's a weird transition. That was a weird transition for me anyways, because I worked government for 10, 12 years or something.
Yeah.
So that, I know that's a weird part about being a freelance in that section, but that's my issue so far.
Kind of like don't forget to eat and pee.
Yeah. Like, I forget.
Well, I think we've talked about this before, but I think when it comes to freelance life, and you got to have a good partner. And I don't mean like, I do mean like even in the business, you got to have a good partner, like people that are checking in with you.
Yeah.
Hey, you taking a break? Hey, are you sleeping? Especially if you work with somebody. We are very blessed in the fact that we both do separate things, but that's starting to merge too.
Yeah.
She
I hired him.
contracted me.
Sucker.
So honestly, because before we did this, I was going to say, I was going to title our Advise Me Not of working with one another and working for one another.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So, but I think that's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's what this is kind of about, anyways. So, the dog will tell you to take a break.
Yes.
Listen to your dog.
Yeah.
Listen to your partner, like you and Rebecca. Listen to Rebecca. Like,
Yeah.
hey, take a break. Hey, you don't need to worry about that. And I think you guys are really, really good about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to take a break. It's okay not to work today.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I've heard that she'll call you and you're like, nope, I'm not working today.
Yeah.
She's like, good. You know, so, and we do that with each other. Like, our dog needs a walk right around noon
Yes.
every day. And she'll yell at us in her own way.
She
It's
stomps
just kind
her
of
feet.
stomps her feet and
It's
whines.
rude.
And it's kind of one of those things. It's a reminder to us too, that especially if we're having a bad day, and we've talked about this before, but we need to go. Hey, we
Yeah.
go for a walk. So instead of one of us walking her, we've established over this last month,
Yeah.
that you and I just both walk her.
Yes.
We just go middle of the day. I mean, she's an early riser compared to me,
Yes.
so she always takes the dog in the morning. But the rest of the walks throughout the day, most of the time it's both of us at the same time.
Yeah.
We've been making sure we take
So
that time.
date time.
Seems like it, like our reboot,
Yeah.
so we can come back and do the things that we're doing.
Not be horrible humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what else I have? Oh, wait. Do you have
Yeah.
anything? You want me to keep going?
For advisement for freelance life.
Yes.
I don't even know what you said the first time.
Time management is what I said the first time.
See, I can't
knowing
even,
when to take
I can't
breaks.
time manage my
The
brain.
other thing I've learned about freelance life is like this weird balance of knowing when it's time to hire an assistant or
Ugh.
hire someone to help you. And Lord help us all. I feel like if you're a freelance person, you already know that you are, I don't want to say controlling, but you like to have control of what's happening in your world. So to let somebody in and be like, hey, I want you to assist me is the hardest thing in the world, because the whole time you're like, I could have already been doing this. Like now I have to stop and train you to do something when I could have already
Oh.
been doing it. But the whole point is that eventually you won't have to take the time. But in the beginning, you're like, Lord help me.
Look up.
I could have already done this.
Okay, so if you're in this kind of in the IT industry, because I come from the IT industry, it's very, very similar. Instead of showing somebody, you go up to somebody's computer and you go, hey, go ahead and click on that. Go ahead and do that. And there was a great, I think it was when was Fallon on SNL, like as a writer? And it was like, was that the 90s or?
Oh, dear.
Oh, you got to watch it. He was the computer guy, and it's like telling somebody how to do something, and within like 15 seconds, you just move.
Yes.
I mean, like, I could just do this.
I know.
So training somebody and showing somebody how to do something and trusting them to do something
Yes.
is so hard,
Yes.
because you know what you want.
Yeah.
In your brain, even if you feel like you communicated it well,
Right.
you know what you want.
Yes. And you've assumed that you've already said it.
Well, you said
But
it
in your head,
You said it the way you
Yes.
feel you can explain it to a
Exactly.
person, but that doesn't mean that they receive
exactly. Yeah.
that. That's
So,
hard.
That is probably, and the hard part is too, is like, you're not going to grow. Realistically, as a freelance, you don't want to always just be one-off gigs. Like, some point you want to grow your business. Like, that's the whole point of it. And you're not going to grow if it's just you the whole time. You can't do it all forever.
No,
It's exhausting, and you're going to burn out, and you can't do it all.
and you can't do what you love.
Right. Then you get to that point where you're like, God, now I'm just doing friggin' paperwork and payroll and all this other junk and accounting, and I just want to do this thing, but I have to train somebody to do this thing, and I don't trust anybody
So
to do this thing.
what was the point? Like the topic, the second part?
When to outsource. That was my big
When
thing.
to outsource.
Are you listening today?
I am, but I was just like, I know that we go here and then we have to come back. And I
Yeah.
think I've given out this advice. I don't know if it's advice, because it's more advice for me too. When I talk to other people, I think I've discussed it with, Ryan. I've discussed it with you, and I think I've discussed it with Ariel and Bailey also, about when you're doing something you love, and then you start your own business, you end up doing all the crappy
Yes.
part about the business,
Yes.
and then you're not doing what you love anymore.
Right.
Like, and I think we've said this so many times, is like, I haven't played a board game in
I
over a
know.
month,
It's been
maybe 2
yeah,
months.
it's been
I haven't played a board game in like 2 months, and that's what I do for a living.
right. But now you don't do it.
Because
it's sad.
I'm doing the paperwork and
Right.
doing the promotional stuff and doing, getting contracts and making sure that we're teaching classes so I can keep my employees paid.
Yeah.
So at what point do I hire somebody? I mean, we're not even close to being there, but at what point I need to find that breaking point to where I can hire somebody to manage the company,
Right.
right? And that's, I love the employees that I have. I only have 2. It's Mariah and Valerie. And I just know I do all the back end. And as soon as I get the contracts she's teaching 5 classes a week, Valerie. I just know that as soon as the contract is signed and they pay us for it, it's just going to be done.
Yeah.
Like, I have so much trust in this human being because she's never, she's tripped. She's made some mistakes. She's done some, but she's never it's okay for her to make a mistake, and she tells me she made a mistake,
Yes.
or she doesn't try to cover it up. She doesn't try to. Those are the people you want in your life.
Yeah.
Like, that screw up, but go, oh man, my bad.
Yes.
Instead of going, well, I was
Yeah.
really trying. I was like,
Well, it
come
wasn't
on,
my
it
fault
doesn't
that happened.
matter.
Nobody
Just,
cares.
we need to move past this.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
all right. So I did get to that point where I hired somebody to teach.
Yeah.
So I at least got to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
And I think another part, and it's a scary part of freelance life, is 1099 life, whatever you are, independent contractor life, is how do you stay busy? Like, it's the part of, I know what I do is amazing, and I know what I have to offer people is great. But now how do I make a living from this? And how do I keep making money from this? Because I want to keep doing this, but I don't want to go back and work for somebody to do this. And I am not a networker. I like people, and I love hearing people's conversations and having conversations with people, but I like to be the receptor of the conversation. I don't like to have to go out and be like, hey, I'm blah, 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 blah. I don't like that part of it. But in the last year, my sister has abandoned me on so many conferences that I have become the networker for this company somehow. And I am not that person.
I've even come with you sometimes.
Right. But I've been forced to be that person, and may I have to do it again. So I'm like, it's that weird thing of, do you have the ability to grow yourself and grow what you need so you can live and have like this, I don't know, the freelancing life that you want, whatever your industry is, and do that? Or do you need to bring somebody with you who's that person? Because I thought I need to bring my sister or you with me because you guys are my networkers. You guys are like the people, and you guys are still the people. I am like, it's like you guys here and I'm way down here, but I'll do it.
It depends on the industry.
No, it doesn't.
It really is, because we've talked about this before too, and I'm going to say that 1,000 times. Like,
I know.
because I talk about the same types of things a lot. I can come off a little like, I can come in hot.
Yes.
Like, I'm louder. I'm a little bit more abrasive. Even on this podcast you don't know it, but I'm a cusser.
Yeah. Like a sailor.
If that was true, then you would hear a lot of cuss words on here. But so I come off kind of overbearing, and I know this about myself. But there's got to be, this is no joke. Anybody that knows Sarah, which if you're listening to this or you're watching this, you know Sarah. She has the same quality as like when we were talking about the Orlandos. Like when you have this quality of making a person feel like they are the most important person in the world at that moment. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, thanks.
And
All
no,
right.
it's true though. She gives you the smile and just walks up and doesn't even say hi, just can smile, and you're like, wow, I feel cool. Like, I'm the coolest person in this room. She has that persona about her. And that type of networking is not, you don't have to go up and shake hands and exchange phone numbers and be like blah blah blah, business, business, business. You're more like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And you really want to know.
It's true.
There's a difference.
I do.
A lot of times I say, hey, how's it going? I don't want to know. That's
Terrible.
true. There's so many times, and I'm not saying my close circle
Right.
of friends,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like when
Just
you're going
life.
into a business stuff.
Yeah.
Like you really want to know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that's a lot, man. I'm not that invested in this person. Like I'm invested in what they do
Yeah.
and cool stuff. And then I find out they do something that they're passionate about. Okay, now I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Because I love passionate people about what they do.
Yeah.
So what was that topic again? It's been a long week.
Woo!
I feel like this week had 17 days in it.
It was like how to grow and when to grow. So like knowing that you have to go out there and put yourself
Yeah.
out there and yeah.
But it's also staying busy. It's like
Yeah.
how do you stay busy? It's
Yes.
so hard in an industry where you're reliant, both of us, when you're reliant on contracts.
Yeah.
Like somebody giving you the opportunity to work with them.
Right.
It's very hard.
I'm also one of those people where I'm like, I'd rather have too much work. Like, so
Yeah,
I'll go and I've told our auditors this before, but I'm like, you go get a second contract. You're an independent contractor. Go
Oh,
get
yeah.
multiple contracts and then get to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm really busy, but I really like this one. Then back off on one and do more of the other. But like, I don't think I will ever get to the point where I'm just like, I have just one contract. Even for my own company, we have a company and I still have 4 contracts on the side because I'm a crazy person.
Is that what they call? Oh God, what was it called? After quiet quitting was rage applying or something. Who?
Is that a thing? I
think it was
believe
called-
in it.
Well, because it's like if you're working at one place and that's not like your end
Right.
goal, you should be applying
All
to
the
other
time.
places
Yeah.
constantly.
Yes.
If you're an independent, like we're talking about freelancing and working for yourself, that'd be strange. That'd be so weird
To just have
for
the
me
one.
for me to be working in a school and then not reach out to another school.
Right. Becca says she panic applies weekly.
Is that what it's called? Panic apply or
I don't know, but it's a good word.
I thought it
But
was
I
like
feel the same
rage-
thing. Like
a
there's
rage
so many
applying. I
there's
don't
so many times. Again, we own our own company and I'm still like, well, but if this company is hiring and the work's easy and then it's a break from the crap work that I'm doing and then it's like easy money.
And
You know
that's
what
the
I
cool
mean?
thing. You don't even have to quit. I mean,
No.
if you're working for yourself, I mean, let's get to that right there. It's like you guys grew super fast in 30 days.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
you
it
knew
took a year, but yeah.
you knew something was coming.
Yes.
You knew something was coming.
Yeah.
But when it did come, it came twofold. Like
Yeah.
instead of just one contract, you got 2
Right.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So it was hard because you had a lot of people waiting in the wings, but the people waiting in the wings were untrained because you have to
Right.
have the contract to
Right.
get trained about what,
Yes.
and we get that. So I've actually been, I was like, I'm working for you.
Yeah.
For you and Rebecca.
Yeah, it's great.
It's sure. It's challenging.
Yeah.
And I think and it's not challenge. The job is not challenging. What's challenging is for me to not go too much
Right.
and above and beyond and where not to overstep
Yeah.
and kind of go, this is your roller coaster. I'm just on it.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what to do. I have ideas and I'll do them in my own time.
Right.
But the job at hand is what I do. We talked about that too. It's like, how do you help your partner in that? How do you,
Yeah.
So what was the topic again?
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna move on to a different one because we already did that one.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you do when times are slow? Let's go when times
Oh,
aren't busy.
God.
When times are slow,
You panic
Oh,
and then just don't get out of bed.
you panic, cry, eat a lot, just sit there and wonder what you did with your life and why did you make this choice?
Oh, it's 2 years, 2 straight years I had to deal with that. 2020 to the end. Well, yeah. From March 2020
So last
to,
month.
well, not last month, to the summer or no, the fall
Of
of
what?
2022.
Yeah.
It was devastating.
Yeah.
Like it was
Times
so
are slow.
hard.
What do you do?
Your mental health is just so hard.
Yeah.
What do you do? Tell me, wise one.
So hopefully you have a partner who can support you. But it's one of those things of, do
Point
you
at her.
take the time and make the unfortunate effort of having to go get a real part-time job to float you over?
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing. And if you have to do it, you have to do it. Do you figure out a way to make what you're doing a little more niche and find something that's just that, like just that specific? Because like for you couldn't go into restaurants and bars, and I mean, not bars, not pubs, tap rooms like we did because everything was shut down. You couldn't go into schools. So it's like, well, how do you do it online? How do you do it maybe into a business place instead of a school? Like, how do you change what you do so that you could keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, adapt.
Yeah.
But while you're adapting, you have no work.
Right.
Right?
Panic mode.
So when you're adapting, you have to spend a little bit more time and a little bit more money adapting.
Right.
So we did adapt the best we could. We
Yeah.
started doing a lot online classes. So we were teaching like 3 online classes at a school through Sacramento Unified, but that fizzled out.
Right.
You know, after like a semester.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, and then tap rooms weren't having us back. You know,
Yeah.
because they were closed.
Right.
One did. One kept having us there every month.
That Folsom.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Fort Rock.
Yeah.
It's like there's certain areas
didn't believe.
you know
You know what we're saying.
that's not real.
That's fine. We appreciate it.
COVID is flat.
Yes. Like the art. But I think so. The funny thing is, like, our industry before everything went like super virtual, we were doing a lot of physical appointments. Between October and December, the beginning of October to the end of December was so slow. Me and Beck would talk. It's like it was our dead time because nobody wanted to schedule appointments during holidays. And so there's a month and a half of you have 0 things to do other than, oh, I guess I'll catch up on notes, but notes don't pay bills. So it's like, what do you do when times are slow? How can you make what you're doing still work? And know, especially like when you've been doing it for many years, how do you adapt what you're doing during those slow times so that you can always make consistent money, or work hecka hard during the other months and bank the money and then just take the holidays off like we're Europeans?
Well, yeah, that would be nice.
One day.
But I mean, you talk about that like that's the easy answer. The easy answer is
Yes.
bank some money away,
Yeah.
save it
That
away,
is the
so when
easy
you have a
answer.
slow time.
Right.
And I was like, okay, but that's not
The goal.
being successful.
It's not being real.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
people do it. I shouldn't say that. People do it all the time.
But that's also not adapting.
Right.
When times get rough, you need to have some stuff in a tin can and buried in the backyard. What about being able to listen to others, listen to your clients, listen to your community, listen to the needs of what's really going on, listen to a friend that does it also for a living.
Right.
They might do it differently than you.
Right.
And between the two of you, you can work together and figure it out.
Right.
Like there's no way I would think that we'd be sitting here doing this. That's just not I've been live broadcasting for Time to Tabletop since 2017. Every Tuesday night, we're setting up cameras. We were setting up cameras in our living room, doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But where we made money was our live stuff, like going out and doing face-to-face things.
Yeah.
So do I just shut down the company? I was like, oh, well,
Can't do that
can't
anymore.
do face-to-face. So
Right.
did I just quit? I was like, well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Adapt, listen to somebody that's done it. So I reached out to so many people that were doing live broadcasting, people that were doing a lot of Zoom meetings and those things. Like, how do you do it?
Yeah.
And that's how I got to know so many people in the industry of what we do. I was like, you guys go to conferences.
Yes.
Like, why would you do that? They're all independent contractors. You don't work for each other.
Right.
So why would you do that?
So we learn.
Yeah, so you can grow, you can
Always
adapt, you
learning.
can find out. I mean, everything changes
Yeah.
in every industry. It doesn't matter what industry you're in.
Right.
It's growing, it's evolving. Are you growing and evolving?
Right.
Or are you just stuck in your ways like, this is the way I've always
Yeah.
done it? Well, then you're screwed.
Yes.
You're
I
screwed.
agree. I agree.
I
Got
hate it.
preachy.
Whew.
All right. I only have 2 things left on my list.
This is you're
know,
in
right?
charge today.
So at some point, I haven't gotten here yet. I mean, many days I get here, but realistically, I have not. There may be a point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be I can't be an independent contractor anymore. I truly, truly need something that's more consistent. I truly need something that gives me benefits. I truly need something that is just, I show up, I put in 1 hour, but I get paid for 8 because we all know those jobs. I truly need that in my life right now.
Every job's like that.
No.
If you work, if you punch a clock, and you're working you're on the clock for 8 hours, there's no way you don't work 8 hours.
True.
The hardest worker out there works maybe 4 or 5 out of 8.
I don't know. Construction, I feel like they get there. They're got to be like, they don't have a choice.
Different.
Right. I'm saying there's some
different
if you're an office person, you're probably not working.
I said punching the clock. Like there's a difference between construction's not really punching the clock.
Yes, they are.
No,
I can show you time cards. Yes, they are.
And those time cards, you know what?
Are made up.
They made them up. The supervisor
We
drew them
know.
out and had somebody sign them.
But there are some times where you're just like, I like what I do, but this side of it, I don't want to do anymore, or I don't want to do right now. Times have changed. Things have changed in my life, and I just need to go back to where I'm working for somebody for right now. And that's okay too. But I think it's hard when you've owned and run a business for so long. And again, if you're 1099 or independent or freelancer, it is your business. You are your business. And I think you do it for so long that you feel like you failed if you have to go back to that. But it's not, because sometimes it really is just, I've given so much for so long and I just want to not have to work this hard. And it might be towards the end. You might have done this for 20 something years and then you're like, last 10, I'm going to go make it easy and get a normal paycheck.
GameStop.
Right. Who knows? But it's one of those things of like, be okay with just saying, I'm done. And don't feel bad about it.
And also, it's also, I feel like that's like the harsh reality of like just stopping the whole company. But on the other side, it's okay to take a break.
Yes.
Like, it's okay to go, you know what? This isn't for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a 9-to-5 job.
Right.
And still keep my company.
Yes.
But right now, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to take a break, do some stuff, and then come back to it.
Because you can do both.
Because it can be fresh.
Yes.
And it's hard. It's hard to do it day in, day out.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it really is.
All right. My last thing I'm going to say about this is, man, enjoy it. Because there is nothing more awesome, especially if you have kids, than being able to be like, I'm going to work for a couple hours today and then we're going to go play at the park. Or we're going to go to our doctor's appointment. Or we're going to go do this. And I don't have to ask anybody if I can take the time off. I'm just going to get myself up and we're going to go to lunch today. And there's nothing cooler about that life than that part right there.
My most favorite moments are knowing that I can attend whatever I need to attend, whatever I want to attend.
Yeah.
If I just schedule it, figure it out. So some of my favorite moments are we're headed to a tap room and Rebecca hits us up while we're going there. It's like, you going to New Glory today?
Right.
It's like, you had to log off? I was like, yeah. She'd meet us there.
Yeah.
I was like, that, and you guys end up talking about business anyways.
Yeah.
We talk about
business meeting. It's fine.
But business is your life. So it's like, it's something you're passionate about. So you just go do it.
Yeah.
I don't miss out on the little things.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It was like the other night, what was it? The whiskey event that we went to. Right. It was at 6 p.m. on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
I didn't have to get off work early, nothing like that. I was like, let's just go.
Or the kids aren't feeling well. They need something at school or they forgot something. And to drop it off is nothing because I don't have to ask my boss if I can leave for a couple minutes or
it's not
half an hour, do something. Or if there's a doctor's appointment, I don't have to get permission. I'm just like, hey, in fact, I'm not going to schedule it before or after work. I'm going to schedule it at noon because that works for me.
Right. And think of all the things that you get to do.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day while everybody else is working.
Exactly.
It's so great.
Grocery shopping midday.
We can skip,
not noon.
But it's like when it comes to traffic and stuff like that, I was like, we're going to go to a tap room at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
You know why? No one out there.
And shout out to Ryan, because We do. He does that every once in a while. He's like, found a tap room. We just went.
Yeah.
Why? Because you can. You have that. I mean, yes, the work part and the stress of we got to make our own money.
Yeah.
That can be stressful, but there's such a huge freedom trade-off
Yes.
that most people think they want the security. We all want the security,
Right.
but to me, I want to have security in my availability to just do something
Yeah.
with a person that I want to do something
Yes.
with,
And
or by myself.
and last thing I'm going to say about that is I cannot stand when people are like, well, I want this job because then I'll have this retirement. There are so many people who have retired from working from themselves, living a very good life in retirement. It's like, plan for that. Know what you want your retirement to look like. Talk to somebody, put some money away every single paycheck, and you can still have a good retirement without having to have like that normal 9 to 5, 8 to whatever job.
Yeah,
And like you could still do it. You just have to make more of an effort now.
Well, you just have to. I mean, not even really. Like you just have to
No, you do.
listen to others and understand what it takes.
Yeah. No, but when I say making more of an effort, you have to because you see your paycheck and like, it looks so nice. But like you have to put a portion of it away for
Right,
later.
and know what it like. That's what I mean. Like know what it takes.
Yeah.
And I think I've always felt that there's some more ASMR for you there.
Yeah.
I burped a little bit.
We heard it.
You're welcome. This might rub some people the wrong way, but I really feel like some of the least, and I won't say all, but some of the least interesting people I've ever met are the people that work for Friday.
Yeah.
They're
It's
like,
always, "Woo."
can't wait till Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Monday at 2. Like, so you're going to hate your life
Till Friday at 5.
till Friday.
Yeah.
Till you're off. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I had. I was like, Monday at 2 could be awesome
Right.
if you figured a way to make it awesome.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, do we work on Saturdays?
Yes.
Yes. Do we work on Sundays?
Yes.
Do we work on, I mean,
Every
you
day.
can pick a day. But do we have to? No.
Sure.
Well, you
Right
can
now,
choose a
yes.
day.
That's true.
You can choose a
Yes.
day and go, hey, you know what? I mean, we have done
We
this.
do. Yes.
We've gone like, hey, you know what? We have when you used to do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
We had some miles and we're like, what do you want to do today? I was like, I don't know. Want to go to San Diego tomorrow?
Right. Let's go to Vegas for the weekend.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because
All the good times.
it's less expensive than driving somewhere.
Yes.
It's almost less expensive than, I don't know, just going out and having a fancy dinner.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You just hop on a flight, go to San Diego for
Telling you.
2 days and come back.
Yes. Round
It's
trip
not as-
tickets are like
It's
$30
really
a
not.
piece.
It's feasible, guys. It's
Yeah.
feasible. So, all right,
Yes.
I got all.
That's our rant. That is our rant about freelance. You have anything else you want to say about it?
Freelance. I kind of was bouncing off of what you were.
Yeah.
I
had good
didn't have
things.
anything written down.
I have a lot to say about it. If you want more, just let me know because there's more to say.
Stupid.
There is. Oh, we have to do this.
Not. Are we? What?
Wait, we have time. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
that.
See, thanks, Ryan. He just sent me a cheers right now. He's got his log off cup.
Oh,
Thanks, my dude.
wait, is
That
it,
actually means a lot.
is it the big side or the little side?
I don't. What are we doing?
We're gonna do our
Are we
random
done?
questions.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on.
Oh,
I
there's a
gotta push a button.
Okay. Bonus round. Oh no. Wait, I think I did it wrong last time.
Yeah, you probably did.
Wait, is it in the big slot or the little slot?
I don't know what you did. All I know
Those
is
were mine last
this is a
week.
bonus round that we used to do full episodes of bonus round. But what we're doing is just a small section in here with bonus round. Reason being, it's just silly.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's something we took from my podcast that didn't go for its 3rd season. Did 2 seasons
I took 4 questions.
off the dice. She's already cheating at a game that doesn't exist.
No, I'm cheating at a game that doesn't have rules.
So yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So what we're doing? Why do you have 4?
I told you there was one I really wanted to ask.
So we're gonna ask a question to each other. You guys can
Ah,
answer
hold
it too if you're in the chat. If
Okay.
you're in here, we will include you.
You
uh-oh.
get to choose.
It's just random questions. We have 3 in our hand. We're gonna choose one each and then go from there. Or
They
Or-
could tell us which one they
Well,
want.
yeah, they could chime in. Okay. Let's see if
I'll see if I can do
see
this.
if anybody's watching.
Okay. What is the most terrible movie you legitimately enjoy?
That's number
Question
one.
What is your favorite topic to talk about?
2.
What sitcom scenario would you most like to see played out in real life?
3. Anybody want to vote? I mean, we have a few people in the
Listeners.
chat. 1, 2, or 3. Otherwise, we're just gonna pick something
Yeah, we'll see how this
because
goes.
now we're in dead space.
Mm.
You know, dead audio.
That because there's one. Oh, I like that one. All right.
Do you remember which is one?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. All right.
What is the most, you can answer first. What is the most terrible movie you legitimately enjoy?
Oh, Bailey said 3.
Oh, 3. What was
That was
3?
3. Now we have
Oh,
time.
it's good too.
What is it?
What sitcom scenario would you most like to see play out in real life? You want that one? I'll do this one.
Let's just do both.
Okay.
What was the first one?
What is the most terrible movie you legitimately enjoy?
But it's hard for me to say what's a terrible movie
In your opinion. Avatar.
because I can't say terrible movie
Last Airbender.
because I like it, so it's not a terrible movie. So
Okay, what most people consider terrible.
all right. What is it called? Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions.
Jeez. That
I
doesn't
will.
count. That's stupid.
No,
Mars
Rebecca,
Attacks.
she said Mars Attacks. No, because that is an amazing.
We're the
movie.
only ones who like Mars Attacks.
That is
guys.
that one of my favorites. But I was just saying,
I'm just saying.
there's a rant about Matrix, and the fourth one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love all of them.
Yeah.
And there's so many haters. They only like the first one, and the other ones were dumb. And I was like, shut up. They're amazing. When my children get to a certain age, I show them to them.
And they say
Bailey
stop.
knows. I was like, I didn't want to watch that, but I waited until she was old enough to get it, and I was like, you got to watch this.
Yes.
So that would be the one, definitely, because people, I get hate
All right.
every time I talk about that. I get hate.
I don't know if people don't enjoy this movie, but no one ever talks about it. So I have 2. First one is Clue, the old Clue. No one ever talks about being good or bad. No one just talks about it. But I
'Cause
legitimately
I
enjoy that
think-
movie.
I think people just want to forget it exists, but somehow
So
you-
good.
You bring it back.
The flames on the side of my face. It's so there's so many
No.
like ad lib parts in that. That movie's great. It scares me still. See, Becca loves Clue. But the second one is Birds. Have you seen Birds as
Yeah.
an adult? It's a terrible movie, but I still enjoy it.
But for the time that it came out, it was amazing.
Right.
That's the technology they had.
I'm still scared of it. That's what's
Well, I
crazy.
mean-
And I could watch it and know how terrible it is, and that the graphics are awful, and it's the fakest thing in the world. But I'm still scared. And after I watch it, I go outside and I think I'm gonna die from birds.
Birds aren't real.
Oh, crazy side note. We were walking the dog the other day, and no joke, a bird carcass fell out of a tree
That
and
that,
almost hit Scooter.
that did actually.
There is
occur.
something in our neighborhood that is not just killing birds, but like literally eating everything off its bones and just leaving the bones. And a
Yeah, we were
carcass
walking the dog,
almost
come
fell on
back,
us.
and it just fell right in front of us.
So creepy.
I'm like, that's the beginning of the apocalypse.
This is why I
That's what
can't
it
watch
was
Clue.
like, this
Clue.
is
That's why I can't watch
Clue.
birds.
Okay, what was 3 then?
3 was-
because we only got 2 votes.
What sitcom scenario would you most like to see play out in real life?
Scenario?
Mine's gonna sound real dumb, but I'm gonna say it.
But I feel like I've seen when you watch a sitcom, I feel like sitcoms to me are troped real experiences. Like
No.
a lot of them actually happen.
No, they're so exaggerated.
That's what I mean. Like they put a big lens on it and they make it funny.
Okay, so which one would you like to see? Like you walk into, and that would be like your favorite scene that happened in real life.
On a sitcom.
You could do it.
I don't.
That's
I
a
don't-
hard question.
That's really hard.
You put in
It would probably. I know.
something from Friends.
No,
Oh.
I'd be probably Saved by the Bell.
Oh, that's
It'd be
good.
something probably
College
from-
years.
Ooh, maybe because that'd be another thing. Is like everybody they thought it sucked.
It
I
did.
thought it was one of the
It did.
favorites.
It was terrible.
I recorded it. Had it all laid out.
It was bad.
And that still might exist in somebody's house. I don't know.
Becca's.
All that we recorded because we recorded them all. I don't think it'd be college years. It'd probably be. Gosh, I don't. There's so many because Saved by the Bell is kind of my jam.
That goes with you.
And yeah, and that's another thing. Yes, all Saved by the Bell. College years were amazing.
So I would like to see any episode of Frasier play out in real life because I find it hilarious.
But I feel like it's probably has happened.
But not to me. Like, I haven't been there to be a part of an episode of Frasier. I would love to be because it's real funny.
That's a bonding moment with you and your sisters. Also.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Frasier was just never.
So funny.
That was not my show.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, but I was a Cheers guy because I used to sit and
Yeah.
not watch it. I was watching Cheers when I wasn't supposed to as a kid. My dad was watching it, and I would like sneak and kind of watch it and pretend that I was just hanging out, and I watched Cheers. So yeah, but I think it's something from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
It'd have to be. I'd love to see that in real life because
You
it
just
was
want to make
so
up Lisa Turtle. That's all.
Lark Voorhees.
But like old Lisa Turtle, not new Lisa Turtle.
You mean
Not
younger
young Lark.
before
not,
she messed with herself?
Yeah.
She fixed a lot of it. She came back in the reboot
Yeah.
for one episode, and she looked all right. Had a crush on her. I did have a crush on
And the new
Lark.
one?
No.
Yeah. I was like, that was just nostalgia
Back
if you're
then, had a
saying the
crush
new
on
one.
Lark Voorhees. That's fact. Yeah, but that's probably why.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be Zach Morris.
He was such a douche.
Yeah. But I wasn't him.
Right.
I was so not him.
Yeah.
That it's kind of one of those things. I was a metalhead and,
Yeah.
long hair and want to be a rock star. I was like, I wasn't him. So that's probably why. It's kind of the things.
Yeah.
Are we just going to answer those
No,
two, or do you want me to do
yours.
one?
We have time.
Oh, I didn't even read mine.
What?
Okay, we're gonna just do one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick it. Sorry. Should I let them pick it?
No, go ahead. Just pick it.
I mean, we got time. What job? This is what I'm gonna pick. What job would you love to try for one day?
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
One job or one day?
One job?
No, 8 jobs for one day.
I mean, like, can I pick one job each day for like a week? There's so many jobs I'd love to try.
Well, you have to narrow it down to one.
Well, number one, chef, obviously. I would love to be a chef.
Baker? Would you
Mm,
be baker or chef?
I think can I do both? I'd just be up all day because bakers have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to start their day because Lord help us. But something in the cooking field, I think I would like to try for a day.
Okay.
Because I semi-tried it in high school. Shout out to Valerie, Orlando. And it was cool. Superhero. It was cool to be able to like go in the kitchen and like work in like a commercial kitchen and make food. That's a cool feeling. But I know how hard chefs work. So I don't know if I'd want to do it like multiple days in a row. Just like one.
Yeah.
What you got?
Oh, rock star.
That's not a job. It's a lifestyle.
But at least I had experience for one day.
I don't think you'd like it. Actually, that's not true. I think you would like it. It's a lot of attention.
But for one day,
Yeah,
I think over time it would get to me.
I would hate that.
But no, rock star for
Ugh.
sure.
Even for a day.
Oh,
No.
totally.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, a therapist for a day.
no,
That'd be cool.
no. Listen to other people's problems.
Yes.
No,
Ugh.
boring.
What?
I don't want to listen to other
But you
people's
get to give
problems
them
now.
advice.
I mean, the difference is I love listening to other people's problems when it's a close knit, like my close circle,
Yeah.
because it's not me judging them. We just kind of talk about those things as like, hey, I'm sorry you're going through that, those kind of things. And I don't really give them advice or anything like that. But listening to people that you really don't care about, I was like, that would be
What?
so hard for me.
Oh, I'd love it.
So hard.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm not that person.
I know.
Ugh.
Therapists can judge, Becca. Everyone judges. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone judges.
Yes.
It's who we are.
No, that's we
You
have
just
to
can't
judge.
say it out loud.
Yeah, you have to judge. Otherwise you don't learn anything.
Oh goodness. All right. Well,
All
good
right.
job. Good bonus round.
All right.
I liked
So we're winding down, but there's a couple things we still need to take care of, right? Because we gotta do what? Shout out!
Woo! It's my
See,
favorite.
now that's the one that has the woo.
Love the woo.
All right. So shout outs. Go ahead.
I'll do mine.
You've been
So,
in charge all
I
night.
would like to shout out my dog, Ginger.
Oh boy.
She's probably good right now. For always feeling my vibe when we go on a walk
Oh.
and knowing when I've lost my mind. She starts walking in zigzags when I'm super excited about life, even in a bad way. And making me get up and take walks. And that's her hacking in the background because she has a cough. So shout out to her for keeping me in check.
She is. If you want to know how Sarah's doing,
Yeah.
get Sarah and Ginger together. Ask Ginger. Like she knows. I mean, when she's worked up and she needs a break and she's frustrated and we go outside, Ginger's
Yeah.
lost her mind. Like
Yeah.
she won't walk in a straight line. She'll
Yeah.
walk backwards. She'll go side to side. She does. I mean, like, what is happening? I was like,
Yeah.
Sarah needed this walk.
Yes.
Now, when Sarah's feeling really chill, like usually at night,
Yeah, it's a good walk.
but we've had dinner, we've chatted for a while, we're doing stuff. We'll go out there. She's just like, bup,
Yeah.
bup, bup,
It's easy peasy.
does her business.
Midday,
All right,
though.
we're back. We're
Yeah.
coming back. Midday's always a rough one.
Psychotic. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to her for making me do things in life.
That's
Even
your
when I
shout
don't
out.
want to. She's my shout out.
That's your one shout out.
I only did one.
Oh,
Was I supposed to do more? I could make more.
I'm gonna just a couple. There, we met somebody through somebody, so I'll just go that way. First, I want to say today we got a nice little shout out from a podcast show that we listen to that you've been listening to for 15 years.
Yeah.
And we've gotten to know them. I feel like kind of personally, but their community is also really, really good. PK and DK with Dorian.
Yeah.
I really want to. It's just something they're very fun human beings. They're trying to do this like we're
for
doing
real
here
life.
for a living.
Yeah.
Not just for fun,
Yeah.
for a living. So it's very, very challenging. So that freelance life takes its toll on people.
Yes.
And I want to give them a shout out because they need as much love as they can get. But kind of through them, the big one was Urel.
Oh, yeah.
What's the company?
Yaya's embroidery.
Yaya's Embroidery. So if you seriously check them out, and it's through Instagram. She's done embroidered. Do I have a hoodie down here?
You want me to grab it?
Yeah. They've got. I'll just put the camera on me then. Look at it, so you can see my fatness in my shirt. She's done some embroidery for our company, our nonprofit Pull Up a Chair Foundation. Let's go to Sarah. Here, where's Sarah?
I got stuck on the chair.
Well, that's the back of it. That's all embroidered.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that's a lot of work, man. So I just really want to give them a shout out. They're based out of Houston. Is that true? Are they
Somewhere in Texas.
Somewhere in Texas.
Yeah.
But what is it? What's the Instagram? Instagram's the easiest way
It's
to go
Yaya's
through.
embroidery.
Yaya's Embroidery.
Yeah.
So check them out because
Tag them on a
I've
post.
ordered multiple hoodies.
Shirt.
The printing. Oh, this is not the shirt. This is from
no.
something
This
else I'm
one.
obsessed with. But they really do the vinyl on
And
there
they
is
last
really
so
good.
long.
Like it doesn't
peel
fade.
off after 2 washes.
Yeah. So I just got to say, it was always got to be a good person and got to have good product.
Yeah.
If you can do both, success.
Yeah.
It really, really is. If you're missing one, hey, we got to move on.
Yes.
So,
Oh, can I do one more shout out?
yeah.
I got to see all of my nieces and nephews, except for Marley, which was sad, this past weekend. And they're the loudest human beings I've ever known in my
Goodness,
entire
I had to
life.
walk outside.
There was one point where I thought my eardrums were going to explode because they're so loud. And it's just high pitched, and there's a lot of them. But it's like the best thing in the world when they all get together. So I just like that they like each other so much because we didn't really have cousins like that together growing up when we were younger. So it's nice that they all have each other and they still all mostly like each other. The age gaps are there. Like my kids are older,
Cousins.
but they love each other, and it's so nice to see them hanging out. And
That's huge.
yeah. And then last one, shout out to Valerie's niece Naomi, because she gives CJ so much crap on a daily basis, and I appreciate her just for it.
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi's great. I don't know if Valerie knows this, but they talk all the time. And she gives CJ, like when the Super Bowl was happening, she gave CJ so much crap. And I was like, oh, love Naomi.
Yeah, she's very quiet in person,
Yes.
but I think that's because we're adults.
Yeah.
Like if she let her guard down. Plus she plays guitar.
I know.
So, I mean, how cool are you?
All right, that's all I had.
So, yeah, that's where we're at. Do know that we're going to do this as many Fridays as we're home or if they have the capabilities to. We're going to do it Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
Pacific, whatever. Pacific, because we're on the West Coast.
Yes.
Sorry. But I will have the audio up too, usually by Monday, for this on all the same platforms as before. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple.
All the things.
Yeah, as many as we can put on there without them telling me we can't.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little weird. But those three for sure. Google, Apple, and Spotify. Spotify has been kind of my jam for that. So make sure we've never established a sign off. You always say with milk.
I
But,
say adios con leche.
yeah.
I know. I need to learn to say
Goodbye with
goodbye
milk.
in multiple languages. That'd be cool.
She said goodbye with milk.
Sayonara.
But mine's always been like make time to do something.
Yeah.
So what would it say?
It's too late now. You should say bye.
Okay,
The
well,
next time.
make time. Make time for each other out there.
Yes.
We will make time for you as best we can, and make time to love one another. So
Yes.
all that kind of cheesy stuff. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.
Adios
The leche?
con leche.
Oh,
Con leche.
Okay. Okay, now we're leaving.